Maraming nagtaka sa inyo kung anong mga bagong smartphones na bilhin nyo this year 2024 or ng mga smartphones na swak sa budget nyo. This year 2024, even though late na, maraming smartphones na naglalabasan ngayon. So heto yung mga techs and tips na gusto ko ibigay sa inyo. Paano bumili ng smartphone? Now, let's begin. Well, maraming mga bagong smartphones na nirelease ngayon, no? So, I am going to go with number 1 is sa mga taong gustong bumili ng mga flagship devices is add muna sa mga listahan nyo yung mga previous generation flagship device. Meron namang mga bagong release sa flagship devices. Bakit previous generation? Well, because the previous flagship devices will mark down dahil may mga bagong flagship device na nirelease ngayon. Tulad lang ng S24 series. The previous Samsung S23 series will be marked down this year, which is very practical sa budget nyo. This is where practicality goes on kasi performance ng previous generation flagship devices is hindi naman talaga magkalayo. Except lang siguro na medyo mataas lang konti siguro yung S24 when it comes to Antutu scores and yung bagong features. But the rest, parang same pa rin. Flagship devices pa rin. Hindi naman talaga magkalayo. So, also, software updates will be keeping up around 5 years. 5 years, Android updates is enough. So, I think Samsung S23 Ultra has Android 13. Now, they have Android 14. Sa update na to, I think they will last around Android 18 or Android 19. So, that's pretty good. So, since pera naman talaga pinag-usapan dito, so, like I said, previous generation flagships actually marks down. So, kapag na-mark down talaga, you can easily save for more. Like, yung mga case, yung mga earbuds na gusto nyo. So, you can easily save talaga kapag nakabili ka ng mga flagship devices na previous generation. Number 2 is, wag kayong maghiya magtanong sa mga tech reviewers or tech content creators, pati na rin sa mga tech community. Bakit? The tech community will always help you whenever they are. Now, for me to be specific, for example, okay, heto yung smartphone gusto ko i-recommend. 10,000 price point, best camera, best for gaming, best blah 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 blah, or maybe sa mga price point na yon, let's just say mga 30,000 or more. Depende na sa yun. Depende na sa yun. But, yan lang gusto ko because the tech community will always help you wherever they are. So, kapag na-post mo yon, they will always help you to recommend that kind of smartphone na na-experience nila at yung mga smartphones na pinanood nila sa mga tech reviews. So, that's what they are going to recommend for you. So, yan ang gusto ko marinig sa mga tech communities ngayon. Kasi they are willing to recommend talaga sa iyo yung mga device na na-experience nila at nagustuhan nila. Number 3, ito talaga sa number 2 na bakit mga tao nandismaya sa huli is laging nagpauto dahil lang sa freebies. So, 3, wag kayo muna magpauto dahil lang sa freebies. Dito talaga masisira yung buhay mo dahil sa freebies lang yung gusto mo. Well, sometimes, mga latest smartphones, freebies does still exist. Even sa Realme 12 Pro Plus 5G na meron tayong rice cooker ng Realme. Tech Life rice cooker. So, yeah. Bakit ba na hindi ko siya gusto i-recommend sa'yo na freebies lang talaga habol nyo? Okay, yung experience ko, I'm going to tell you my experience. My sister bought a Vivo Y95 sa SM. Dahil may freebies yun and latest smartphone yun noong year 2018. I think around December or November pa yung binili ng sister ko yung Vivo Y95 para sa kay mother ko. But 12,000 pesos, you only have that 1080p and the Snapdragon 660, which is the Redmi Note 7 already has with the less price point. So kay mother naman, yung Vivo Y95, it has Snapdragon 439, a 720p display, yung price point niya is around 5,000 to 7,000. Pero ito, yung Vivo Y95 was only up to 12,000 pesos. Kasi yung main highlight ng Vivo Y95 was only 20 megapixel camera and 20 megapixel camera and 4GB RAM yung highlight ng Vivo Y95. Dito ako talaga nadismaya sa camera and performance niya is hindi siya maganda. Also, 1.6 GHz was almost enough sa 2018, but for that price point, it's not pretty worth it. So, that price point, 12,000 pesos, it's enough to buy you the Redmi Note 7 sa less than 12,000 pesos. Tapos mataas pa talaga yung spec sheet na binigay. 1080p at Snapdragon 660 was already worth it noong 2018. So, the tip here is, I would recommend you to watch muna sa mga tech content creators na naka-experience ng ganoong device with exact freebies na andun sa store. Like, syempre, for example, kay Mary Bautista, yung Vivo Y95 na ni-review niya na bakit hindi siya daw worth it para sa price. And then, sa Kayuga Tech naman, that's true na is it okay na meron tayong Snapdragon 49 sa 12,000 pesos. Tip is, panood muna sa mga tech reviews that has that identical smartphone and the freebies as the store. So, they will only give you all those insights para sa mga consumers. Well, I'm not saying that freebies are bad, pero considering sa budget nyo is that I am educating you talaga to be practical sa budget nyo. Pero, it's your choice naman if you really wanted to buy a smartphone just for you. Kung gusto mo talaga yung smartphone na yun, then it's okay. It's up to you naman But, I am educating you talaga to be practical. Saan ka? Yung Vivo Y95 na may freebies, 12,000 pesos, kulelat lang yung specs, pero or yung Redmi Note 7 na Snapdragon 660, mataas yung spec sheets na binigay nyo, and that's the best thing here. So, this will put you in dilemma kung gusto mo talaga may freebies or hindi. Okay, tip number 4, the last tip is, dito ka talaga madidismaya kasi pag bumili ka ng smartphones, hanggang sa muli, sumisisi ka. Huwag ka magpauto sa hype. Well, maraming smartphones na nilalabasan this year and all comes talaga sa hype. Kapag gumagala ka sa mga mall, well, para bumili ng smartphones, or sometimes you saw some in social media na okay, may bagong release sa smartphone dito, pero punta lang tayo muna sa mall. So, the sellers will come to you and recommend their latest device. And they will give you all the insights and such to encourage you to buy. So, I am not saying na the sellers are bad. I mean, they did their job to give you all the insights. For example, na meron siyang Dimensity 8200 Ultra, maganda naman performance niya. Meron naman, maganda naman camera niya and such. So, they know their knowledge sa latest smartphone. But, however, do not always rely on that. My tip here is to watch some of the honest tech content creators and reviewers na naka-experience sa mga latest smartphone devices nila, because they will give you all the insights sa na-experience nila. And kasi since talaga sila una yung naka-experience ng mga bagong smartphones, well, if hindi ka satisfied, then watch other tech content creators. I will put all the recommended links to all the tech content creators. I mean, also I will put some pictures right here. So, para sa iyo, para may insights na kayo na reliable talaga yung mga tech content creators ito. Remember, honest review gives all the benefit. Bad reviews make things useless. Yes, MKBHD quote. Since may insights ka na, then either change of mind ka or go on ka na lang sa pabili ng device mo. The thing is, I am educating you to be practical, to be open-minded and decisive sa pagbili ng mga smartphone device. Kasi not all the time na sa hype lang, bibili ka agad. You have to decide muna kung bibili ka pa talaga o hindi. Or try muna manood sa mga tech reviews. So, that's all the tips I am going to give you right now. So, I am going to go to the latest tech tips naman para sa mga China ROM smartphones, which is going to be the next video. So, since if my China ROM smartphone ako, I think next year pa ako bumili ng China ROM smartphone, and I am going to give you all the insights and reviews na rin sa China ROM smartphones next year. So, for now, save muna tayo ng budget. So, I am Delphun, and you're watching Hikaru Tsuyokata.